Alright, hey, welcome back to Car Talks, where I rant, ramble, rave, and word about my thoughts on training, life, and fitness. And he who has a why can endure almost any how. I think it's Viktor Frankl, or the quote's kind of somewhere close to that. And I was talking with an athlete going into college. He's getting prepped up for college baseball, and he's one of the more switched on kids that I've probably encountered in the past 3 years. Incredibly wise for his age, and I think it's one of those things where, you know, he and I were talking, and he has an ability to dig a little bit deeper. There's always a little bit more in him, is what he's kind of told me, and it's not because he has, like, you know, he's sandbagging things, but because his why he is training is so important to him that he's going to figure out a way. It doesn't matter how, he is going to ensure that the why happens. And for him, that's throwing fast and feeling good. And he even kind of let on, he's like, you know, this is the hardest I've ever trained, but I also feel the best I've ever felt. And, you know, part of that is, and he kind of let on, he's like, you know, a year ago my back hurt all the time and my arm hurt all the time, and I'm training now, and I'm training hard, like training hard 4 days a week. I'm taking my nutrition seriously, I'm taking my recovery seriously. And he's like, and it's hard, and it's one of those things where you have to be able to grind. But if your why is good enough, right, and this is where this is going, if your why is good enough, you can endure whatever it takes to achieve it. And I think that's one of those things. It's a mindset thing. You've got to get in that frame of mind. I want to squat 550 in a couple weeks, about 10 weeks. That's going to require me to push a little bit heavier and a little bit harder than I've ever pushed. I still want to clean and jerk double body weight before I kind of hang up the weightlifting shoes. You know, and that's going to take a lot of hard work. And that's probably the goal that comes after squatting 550. But those whys are very important to me. I wasn't a very strong kid growing up, so I think, you know, all of a sudden those whys mean a little bit more to me. And it doesn't mean that they don't mean more to you. I don't care what you think, right? And if you care what other people think about your why, you need to reevaluate it. But at the end of the day, if your why is good enough for you and why you want something is valuable to you, you'll be willing to go through whatever it takes to get it. So just something for you to think about today, because if you can find that mindset shift, you'll be able to achieve a lot more. So think about that one today. Until next time, we'll see you in the passenger seat.